A brief review from previous lecture. What was our previous lecture? Actually, our previous lecture was absolute value. Yes, and absolute value function. Uh, Vertex point of absolute value function. Graphing absolute value. X, Y intercept of absolute value function, and how to find zeros of absolute value function. Okay, great, excellent. So, who will tell me which statement is correct? Function is given y is equal to minus x plus 2. Okay, absolute value plus 3. Which option is correct? First one, 2, 3, vertex point. Second, vertex point minus 2, minus 3. Third one, it open upwards or it is wider than the graph of y is equal to x, absolute value. Which option is correct? B option, A option. Okay, C. A option is correct. Okay, okay, Nabila C. Okay, 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 okay. Great. Okay, guys. So, for example, which option is correct? First, second, third. So, you can see how we can write this main function, how we can write main equation. What is general form of absolute value function? A into x minus h plus k, absolute value function. So if we write this one, this given function like minus, we have minus 1 and we have x plus 2 plus 3. So how we can write? Can we write this one is like minus 1 x minus into minus 2, then we have plus 3. It means h and k. H value is minus 2, this is h. K value is 3. So vertex points are minus 2 and 3. So you can check first one. Is this minus 2, 3? No. So this option is not correct. What about this one? B option, minus 2, minus 3? No, because minus 2 plus 3. What about third one? It open downward. Yes. Why? Because when A value is less than 0, so then it open downward. So this option, C option is correct. It's wider than the graph of Y. So you can see here, both are same. What is the coefficient? Yeah, what is the value of A? This is 1. What is the value of Y is equal to X? Again, this one is 1. So both are same. Yes, this one is also 1. So C option is correct. C option means it open downward. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cannot hear your voice clearly. So, yes, excellent. Yes, yes, excellent. Okay. Uh, Next one. Graph is given. How to find equation from this? Which function represents the graph? Yes. So you need to find vertex point. How to find vertex point and which option is correct? These are vertex points. Sorry, we have a x minus h plus k. So how to find h and k value? H value and k value. Yes. Okay. What are the vertex points? You can see from here. These are vertex points. So vertex point. What is the value of x? You can see on this side the value of x. Value of x is, yes, minus 2. X is equal to, or h is equal to minus 2. What about k value? K value, y value. If you start from here, yes, 2, then for example 2, then 4, then you have 6, 8, and 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10. So k value is 10 plus 10. Correct? So how we can write? We have absolute value, then we have what? X minus. Okay, minus 2. So this one is minus. So we have minus 2 and absolute value, then we have 10 plus k. It means that x plus 2 absolute value and plus 10. Also downward, so minus 1. So which option is correct? Yes, C option is correct. You can see C option. This option is correct. X plus 2, absolute value plus 10. Yes, great. Yes, D option is correct. Yes, yes, D option. Great, excellent. Okay, what we have our new lecture, new topic. Our new topic is radical function. What means radical function? Actually, a radical function simply means roots function. Square root, cubic root, fourth root, tenth root, nth root. So that function having a radicand, yeah, radical symbol. This symbol is called radical symbol. This is radical symbol. Uh, this is what we call this is square root. The value of square root is 1 over 2. We have cubic root, and you know that what is the value of cubic root? 1 over 2. Okay, if we have fourth root, so what is the value of fourth root? 1 over 4. We have, for example, nth root, 10th root, 20 root. So value of these are 1 over 10. But first one is 1 over 2. This one, okay, this one is square root and cubic root. Okay, what is inside the root? That one is called radicand. You can see radicand. This is actually the main function, like y is equal to what? Y is equal to a radical symbol, we have x minus h and plus k, where these h and k, these are actually the vertex point, yeah, starting point of graph. When you want to draw graph, so then vertex point, we have slope here, a is also here. So general function is y is equal to a h x minus h plus k under the root, but k is outside the root. So these x minus h, these are called what? These are called actually uh, radicand. This symbol, this square root symbol is called radicand. This is radical symbol, radical symbol, and this is called index, index of radical symbol, n, index. Correct. So what is radical function? Actually, radical function means square root function, cubic root function, or root functions. Correct. So actually, when we have equation like I will tell you here, y is equal to mx plus c, mx plus c, or for example, we have equation y is equal to 2x plus 3. So there are two variables. One is called dependent variable and second one is independent. Where this y is called a dependent variable. What about x? X is called independent variable. Independent variable. Correct? So this radicand consists of independent variable. Yeah, independent variable will be under the radical symbol. So radical function. Okay. Okay. How to find the domain and range of a square root function, radical function, or square root function. And as you know that, for example, when we have square root function, so this must be a non-negative root. For example, if we have uh, x plus, yeah, x minus 1, so this x minus 1 must be greater than or equal to what? 0. This is non-negative number. Because if we have negative number like x root, yeah, minus x under the root, so then we cannot find the negative value. It means it will give you an imaginary number, like it will give you iota, iota under the root x. So this is not a real number. So we need domain and range real numbers. So for example, we have first number, you can see, uh, yes, you can see f of x is equal to x root. So this x is non-negative number. This must be greater than or equal to 0. So domain number is all positive numbers greater than 0 or equal to 0. It means that from 0 to plus infinity possible, domain number. What about range number? So same, non-negative numbers are not possible. So when you give numbers, so it will give you a positive number. Same. So y is also, yeah, range is also greater than 0 or equal to 0. 0 is also possible, and greater than 0 also possible. For example, we have x under the root. So if you give x is equal to 0, so what is the value of y? Y is also 0. Same, when you give x is equal to 10, so 10 root, y is equal to what? This will be 3.12 something. Correct? Same, if you give x is equal to 16, so y value is equal to what? 4. So it means you will receive a positive number, not negative number. So what will be the range? So range is from 0 till plus infinity. Yes, thank you. Okay. When we have cubic function, cube root, like power 3 and x is 3, you can see the graph and you can see this function. So this function you can give any value because only minus is not possible for square root function. In cubic root function you can give any value, uh, because for example, uh, when we have for example cubic root, so let's suppose if x is equal to plus 1, so we can write this one is 1 in the form of cube because 1 cube is equal to 1. So it means that 1 cube and we have root value, index number, yeah, index value. So these two cancel. Result is what? Result is positive number. Okay, when you give, for example, this one cubic root of x and you give x is equal to what? When you give x is equal to minus 1, so we can write this cubic root in the form of minus 1 cube, correct? So again minus 1 cube is equal to minus 1, so you can cancel with this one. The result will be what? The result will be minus 1. So for cubic function, index is 3, power is 3, so all real numbers from minus infinity to plus infinity domain, and from minus infinity to plus infinity range value. Okay. Okay, how we can draw graph? So we can draw graph uh, given function. You can see here, uh, 1 over 4x under the square root. But before drawing graph, you need to find the value of what? H and K, vertex point, H value and K value. So what is our main function? General function is f of x equal to what? F of x is equal to a. Then we have x minus h and plus k. So given function we have f of x is equal to what? F of x is equal to 1 over 4x. Correct? So how we can write this one? We can write this one is in the form of, we have root. If we write like 1 over x 4, then we have what? X minus 0, and outside if we write 0. So you can see both are 0. H is 0 and K is also 0. So their starting point will be from 0, 0. These are vertex point. Correct? So if you give values like, if you give x is equal to 0, what is the value of y? 0. If you give x is equal to 4, y value is 1. If you give x is equal to 8, y value is 1.4. Okay, 12, 1.73. And same, we have 16, and this one is, yeah, y is 2. So how to draw graph? You can draw graph. You can see here, x-axis, y-axis. This is your vertex point, starting point. Both are 0. So this is moving. When x is 4, y is 1, this point. When x is 8, y is 1.4. When x is equal to 12, y is 1.73. Same when x is equal to 16, y is equal to 2. Clear, guys? And how to find domain and range? How we can find domain and range of this function? Yes, yes, great, excellent. Uh, yes, excellent. Naseem Nazari, great. Yes, domain is from minus infinity to plus infinity. It means, sorry, domain is not from minus to plus infinity. Domain function is from 0 to plus infinity because you cannot give negative values to square root. Yes, yes, Bilal, thank you. Yeah, x should be greater than or equal to 0. Yes, positive numbers are possible. Naseem Nazari, excellent. From 0 to infinity. Great, excellent, excellent. Okay, shifting graphs. So same we have a procedure for shifting graph. If you remember, for shifting graph, for example, if we have, I will tell you absolute value function. For example, if we have absolute value function like x minus h plus k, the main function, yeah, main. So we have absolute value function. So if you draw graph of this function, let's suppose this is main function, correct? So how we can shift vertically, how we can shift horizontally? So for example, if function is given like f of x function is given, so when you add or subtract any value, so it means you are moving upward or downward. So plus k means you are moving upward, like what, your graph will shift upward 2 unit 3 unit. If you give negative value, so your graph shift downward, correct? Okay. If you replace x with x plus 1 or x plus 2, for example, replacing x with x plus 1, or if you replace x is equal to x with x minus 1. So when you give plus value, it means you are shifting 1 unit on negative x axis, like this one. Graph will start here. If you give minus value, so then you are shifting on positive x axis, like this one. You are shifting. Same for this one, same for radical function. You can see here. Uh, let's suppose if main function is f of x is equal to what? F of x is equal to x root. Yes, f of x is equal to x root. So if you want to shift right side, so just replace x with x minus 2 or x minus 1. X with x minus 1. If you want to write, for example, move on right side, left side on positive negative x axis, so replace x with x plus 1 or x plus 2. So these are actually shifting graphs. Okay. So same, these are, I mean, these are very easy. Shifting graphs, we already discussed these things. So next one. Okay, shifting graph. You can see here. Main function is, yeah, base function is f of x is equal to x root. Okay, if you want to shift this one, you can see here. If you want to shift this graph 3 unit, okay, you want to shift this one is 3 unit right side and 4 unit upward, 4 unit upward vertically. So we replace f of x function. For example, first of all, replace x with x minus 3 and then add 4 with f of x function like f of x plus 4. So what will be the new function? New function will be, uh, you can say g of x, and g of x is equal to what? X minus 3 and outside we have 4. So you can see you shift 4 unit upward. This one is 0 point. You can see here 0 point. Okay, 1 unit, then second unit, then third unit, and then fourth unit. So you transfer 4 unit upward vertically. Okay, this 3 actually you are moving graph 3 unit on right side. It was starting from 0, so 1 unit, 2 unit, and this one is 3 unit. So it means your graph will start from plus 3. You can see. correct? So these are actually h and k. These are vertex point of radical function, where vertex point is, so the h is equal to what? H is plus 3, and what is the value of k? K is plus 4. So shifting graph. Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay, there are some radical laws, uh, like rule for exponent or rule for power, law of power. What are these? These are, for example, if we have, like, first one is, if we have x power 3 and cubic root is also 3, and then you can cancel these two values. This means that we have x power 3, and what is the value of radical? Radical value is also 3. Yeah, and x is also 3. This cubic root means 1 over 3. So if you multiply these, so 3 multiply with 3, and we have divided by 3. So these two cancel. So x power 1. Correct? Same, you can see here, you can cancel these two. This 3 we can cancel with this 3, result is only 2. You can cancel 5 with 5, and result is 4. Okay, next thing, for example, when two different multiplication functions are given, like for example, we have 3, and we have next one, like we have what? We have also, for example, 6, let's suppose 10. But their index are same. For this one, index is 2, and for this one, index is 3. So you can write in one, and for example, radical. Radical is 1, same for both true, and then you need to multiply 3 with 10. So 3 multiply with 10. This means that square root function of 30. Same, for example, different functions are given, like 2 under cubic root multiply with uh, 4 under cubic root. So when these roots, cubic roots, yeah, these index numbers are same, so you can write in one. Like we have 2 multiply with 4, and 1 cubic root. Yeah, 1 index is 3. So this will be what? This will be 8 power 3. And 8 power 3 you can write like 2 power 3, then cubic root. So you can cancel these. Result will be what? Result will be. Okay. So same in division. In division, same index. So then you can write under the one root. For example, if we have 10 power, index is 3, divided by, same we have, for example, 5, and index are 3. So you can write in just one, like 10 divided by 5 cubic root. If you simplify, so 5 with 10, so we have 2 under cubic root. Correct? Okay. When we have double square root, double cubic root, or double radical, so how we can solve? Like you can see here, uh, with, if we have, for example, uh, for example 5 square root under the, for example, cubic root. So simply what you can do, you can write like this one, 5 under the radical, then you need to multiply 3 with 2, so 3 twos are 6, so 5 under the 6 root, correct? Okay, for example, same again, one another example. For example, we have x square under the cubic root and under the, for example, square root. So how you can write? You need to write x square, then you need to multiply these two. 2 multiply 3 with 6. So how you can simplify this one? You can simplify x square, and what will be the power? Because sixth root equal to 1 over 6. So can you simplify this one? Yes, you can simplify 2 with 6. So x equal to what? 1 over 3. And we can write this one as x under the cubic root. Okay guys, thank you. Okay, domain function and net function or radical function. So simple. If our x is equal to x plus 6, so how you can solve? Actually, we don't want negative number under the square root. So just you can write down that radicand like x plus 10. This must be greater than or equal to 0. Or if you transfer 10 to other side, so x is greater than or equal to minus 10. So all values are possible which are minus 10 and greater than minus 10. It means that from minus 10 till plus infinity, all values are possible. This is the domain of this function. Okay, great. Same you can find the domain of this function because again we have square root. So 3x minus 15. So this 3x minus 15 is greater than 0, and 3x equal to, yeah, greater than equal to 15. Okay, when you divide both sides by 3, this side is some, so x is greater than or equal to 5. So all values are possible which are greater than or equal to 5. Yes. Okay, same you can solve this for domain function. Okay, this is graph of radical function. So graph of radical function you can see here. First you need to find h and k video. So you can see graph is given, yeah, main function is given. So how we can write? Just I want to write an general form like we have uh, x minus h, and outside we have k. So how I can write? I can write this function is root of x